fans. This is American Horror News, and on today's episode of American Horror Review, we shall go over the latest episode of American Horror Story, specifically the premiere of American Horror Story Delicate, aka Multiply Thy Pain. There is heavy spoilers for the new season of American Horror Story, so I recommend you check out Multiply Thy Pain before watching this. It is a great story. It can be found on Hulu, Disney Plus if you're outside the country, and there's reruns of it on FX. Let's begin. The episode opens to Anna Victoria Alcott, an actress, basically waking up thinking Dex was laying next to her in her bed, but it turns out to be an unknown woman. She chases the woman out, but then discovers there was a torn photograph of her embryo and red lipstick everywhere. She calls the police. A week earlier, Anna is running late to her IVF egg retrieval appointment with Dr. Andrew Hill. She was informed that she was late by her husband, businessman Dexter Harding. She basically runs through New York, even catching a photo of her poster for The Auteur, a film she starred in, when she's encountering a woman named Ivy, who basically is stalking her, even standing over a fallen bird's nest with a cracked open egg, within it, a bloody bird fetus. When Anna arrives at the Riverside Clinic, she basically undergoes the surgery. After the egg retrieval, she runs into a woman named E.O. Preacher. Preacher takes a discreet photo of her, even saying that she knows her. It cuts to later, where basically Dexter and Anna banter at lunch about the hopes of the children. And Anna is very concerned about the changes to her body, and right away, anyone who goes through IVF would know this isn't standard procedure. There is something off about this IVF doctor, Dr. Andrew Hill. Anna meets with Siobhan Corbin, her publicist, who gives her a special doll from her time on the show Spellbound, specifically when she played the character Summer Day. These dolls were discontinued. The doll strangely appears in Anna's purse, but Siobhan dismisses it as memory loss. I'm starting to doubt Siobhan is telling the whole truth. A week later, Anna and Dex muse on the effort to get pregnant, but Dex is melancholy when Anna mentions his first wife, Adeline, who died in a tragic accident. Though knowing American Horror Story, there is far more than just a tragic accident. Dex finds a spider crawling in her hair. When Anna returns to her apartment, she finds her medication has been spoiled and left out on the counter. Dex insists that she must have left them out, but Anna is unsure. Anna is on her way to dinner with her friend Talia and Keegan when she feels followed in the alleyway. At the restaurant, Talia cheers to Anna's professional success, but lets it slip that she and Dex have put together an already sold-out show for an artist. The artist is Sonia Shawcross, who resembles Adeline. Talia then makes a few remarks about Adeline, which make Anna uncomfortable, and she excuses herself to use the restroom. She calls Siobhan for words of encouragement, as she is very afraid that her embryo eggs would not work. She also feels like she's constantly living in the shadow of a long-dead woman. Talia comes back in and basically apologizes for mentioning Adeline, but also criticizes Anna for having a baby as she doesn't see it in the cards for her. Talia then gives Anna a distinct red lipstick. As Talia leaves, Anna notices that the entire time she was in the bathroom, someone was in there with her, a woman with spiky heels. Dr. Hill calls and tells Anna there are two viable embryos. and he attempts to set the transfer up for the following Thursday, which conflicts with Anna's interview with Andy Cohen, which then they delayed it to Friday at 11 a.m. As Dex sleeps, Anna searches Adeline's name on the internet. A picture of her and Dex come up on a wedding, and accompanies the story of how the acclaimed vegan chef seemingly died in an accidental, mysterious kitchen fire at her Brooklyn eatery, Hestia. Anna scrolls further and sees troll comments from an account called Annihilate Anna that says Adeline was so much prettier than Anna, and with other similarly stalkery comments from the same user. Anna looks back at her calendar in anticipation of the appointment, but she watches as the date of the account changes to a later time. This would explain why Anna was late for her IVF. Someone has been interfering with her dates and times. Anna calls the clinic to reschedule her appointment to 10 a.m., with Dr. Hill being concerned and relents when Anna discloses her security concern. She then puts out a sticky note for 10 a.m. Anna is still unsettled of the memory by the wrecked bird's nest, and the interview goes very well with Andy Cohen until Anna spots Preacher in the audience, and a moment later, she is gone. This caused Anna to freeze on camera. Siobhan informs Anna that the entire interview has spawned a new series of attention from various forms of media. Anna sees another summer day doll Anna sees the summer day doll with an X drawn on its stomach. She throws it away, and Siobhan dismisses it as they're coming back due to her popularity, even though the dolls have been discontinued for decades. Anna looks up Annihilate Anna's username and finds some disturbing posts, including EO Preacher's pic at the clinic. She intuits someone is in the apartment. She believes that there is someone in the apartment and grabs a kitchen knife. She finds her sticky note was torn in half and adhered to the cabinet. But there was no intruder in the apartment. Anna calls Dex, who is at the art show opening that he's hosting, and Anna basically goes down there because she feels unsafe. At the event, Anna sees the women at among the paparazzi. I am so sorry. At the event, Anna encounters Ivy again, watching her from the paparazzi. She's immediately drawn to an art piece. This art piece was made by Sonia Shawcross with her own menstrual blood, and she reveals that she is a big fan of both Anna and Dexter. Sonia's attention to detail includes Anna's red lipstick, which was a gift from Talia, a color that Anna rarely wears. Anna notices the spiky green heels from the restroom hall and feels uncomfortable. Dex accidentally scares Anna, and he basically suggested that her emotional energy is detaching from this event and asks her to leave. The next morning, Anna had her embryo transferred into her, but she then began to have visions of Preacher looming over her, and basically it was a very gruesome scene that you have to watch for yourself. She then wakes up in her apartment, groggy, next to a picture of her embryo. Then we go back to the scene from the opening a week later, where the picture of the embryo has been torn in half, but she also sees red lipstick everywhere. She follows the red lipstick to a mirror where on it is written, "Don't do it, Anna," by the unknown woman. Apologies if I stammered here. It's been a long day for me. Work was really hard. So if I stutter or say the wrong words, I apologize. But I'm going to give my official review of this. This was one of the most solid premieres to American Horror Story yet. It feels like classic AHS with a slow build and a great payoff. I absolutely love that they are doing variations from the original book Delicate Condition. For example, Dr. Carla Hill was replaced with Dr. Andrew Hill. Anna takes a picture of the auteur poster, whereas in the book she refrained from doing that. And apparently, the dolls happen a lot more earlier in the series than in the novel. And I must admit, this is so good. And here's the funny bit. This episode had no Ryan Murphy involvement in it. And that's why I think it was so good. I feel like any episodes with Ryan Murphy involved, they're bound to have a ton of flaws. They're going to be written crudely, directed crudely. I mean, last year I liked NYC, don't get me wrong, but it was typical Ryan Murphy crap. But here with Delicate, this is something else, something special. And I feel like, I'm just watching this, I could feel the world closing around Anna. And I cannot wait for the next episode, Rockabye, which will premiere on FX on the 27th. Let me know what you think of Multiply Thy Pain in the comment section below. I personally adored this episode, and it's one of the best premieres we've ever gotten. It feels like classic American Horror Story, and I hope they keep a similar tone, if not an even better tone, later down the line. Until then, this has been American Horror News, and don't take any shady IVF medication. That's just not advisable. Be sure to do background checks.